Linus Tech Tips coverage of Computex 2013 is powered by Western Digital. Our trusted gaming gear partner is Corsair Vengeance, and our trusted retail partner is ncix.com. So we're checking out some MSI systems here that are looking pretty freaking crazy. So number one is the GT70 Dragon Edition 2 Extreme. So what makes a notebook extreme, you might ask? I would answer, well, the fact that it has an Intel Core i7 Extreme Edition inside. That would be the obvious answer. The next answer is the fact that it has a GTX 780M inside. So that's about as powerful as it gets for a mobile graphics card. My third answer might be that it has what they're calling their exclusive Super RAID 2, which is 3 mSATA SSDs in RAID 0 and a 750 gigabyte hard drive for mass storage. And last but not least, with their Cooler Boost 2, as well as their special hybrid power design, this notebook is capable of overclocking that normally 3 gigahertz Core i7 Extreme Edition all the way up to 4.1 gigahertz. What you do is you boot it up with a special hotkey, and you can actually run it at significantly higher clock speeds. Now this is going to exceed the amount of power that a device like, oh, it looks like we have an external mouse plugged in. So there's a touchpad off button. Here we go, I got it. You can turn the touchpad off so you don't accidentally hit it with your palm if you don't want to do that. So here's the hybrid power design. So what this does is if you exceed the amount of power that can be drawn from AC, in short bursts, it'll actually allow the notebook battery to boost it up so you can maintain that extremely high performance level regardless of anything else. It uses a 17.3-inch Full HD screen, and there is definitely more to come in terms of cool MSI notebooks. Stay tuned. I've been complaining for so long that displays are not high resolution enough. What is the freaking excuse for being able to put a 1080p display on this and only being able to put a 1080 display wait, hold on, this isn't a 1080p display. This is a 3K edition. So what this is it's a notebook that finally ups the ante in terms of resolution. 2880 by 1620, so you can see those icons are pretty small. What you also might be able to see, although it's hard to say because we're shooting this in 1080p, is that the display is significantly sharper. So what MSI had to do is first of all, they had to put a higher resolution display in here. Next, they had to back it up with performance. So this one also, this is a GT633K. It also features a Core i7 Extreme Edition processor. It's got 16 gigs of DDR3 memory, an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 780M graphics card with 4 gigs of GDDR5 RAM. Why do you need 4 gigs of GDDR5 RAM? Well, that's the issue here, is that when you increase the resolution, this is what everyone's been afraid to do for so long. When you increase the resolution, you increase the hardware requirement in order to drive it and actually have a great gaming experience on the device. So they had to put in all that graphics memory because as you increase resolution, you need more VRAM to buffer the textures that you require. Now, you also get some other cool functionality with the GTX 780. Check out these 3 displays that are running right here. All 3 of them are actually running off of this display, so it has support for NVIDIA's 3+1, so that is NVIDIA Surround over 3 displays with an auxiliary display giving you up to 4 display outputs off of a single notebook. So this is a 15.5-inch model, and honestly, this is sort of just the beginning here. So we still got the SteelSeries multi-backlit keyboard, but I want to move on. I love 3K, and that's all sort of great and fine and interesting, but check this out. This is a whole new concept when it comes to gaming notebooks. It's slim, it's gorgeous, it's aluminum, and it is a 17.3-inch gaming notebook with a GTX 765M, a Core i7. It's got that same Super RAID technology we talked about before, and when you fold this baby down, she is less than 1 inch in overall thickness. So I'll do my trademark cell phone size comparison here to give you guys some idea. So you're gonna see outputs on the side. You've got Ethernet, HDMI, dual display port, USB 3, as well as audio ports, and on the other side over here, you probably won't be able to look at it, but we've got 2 USB 3. Actually, I can turn this around. We've got an SD card slot as well as cooling, so check out the bottom of it. Fully aluminum on the bottom of it as well, so ventilation comes in here, and they are still able to cool the Core i7 CPU as well as the GTX 765M. If you were looking for a notebook that is stylish as well as high performance, and you don't mind the size, I mean, I guess if you want the large screen, then you definitely want the size,
then you may not have to look any further than the GS70 from MSI. Can you see the backlit keyboard from the side here? So it's a bit of a redesigned backlit keyboard. There's a different typeface on it, as well as a chiclet key design that was necessitated by the extreme slimness of the form factor of this notebook. Thank you for checking out our coverage of MSI's new flagship class gaming products in their notebook line. Don't miss any of our Computex coverage, and as always, don't forget to subscribe to Linus Tech Tips.